Foul. Paddle's checked in for Brandon Ingram. Maxey, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Outside Dick. Wing shot on the way. Rebound by Philadelphia. George has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
This guy just simply can't find his rhythm, and sometimes that happens.
And they just keep making mistakes. I mean, that's back-to-back turnovers, which easily could have been prevented.
Here's Shed. Here's Battle. And the Raptors miss again.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
George with the bucket.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Pass to Mobo. Three-pointer. And Grimes pulls it down.
The defender doesn't overdo it and risk a foul, but he definitely impacts the release.
And stolen by Dick. Here he goes. Uses the glass on the layup. Dick's got 13 now.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Kicks it to George. Inside. And a two-handed jam.
The defense has zero clue on how to guard Paul George. A screen and roll genius. Fantastic at knowing when to pass.
Pass to Walter. They set the pick. Here's Mobo. Fires the three. Unable to get that one.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
The kick out to Maxey. Back to George. They double team George. Back to Drummond. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to George. Late clock. The Sixers need to put one up here. Grimes' shot is off. Here's Mobo. Offline with a three. George, right side. For three, Maxey. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. After starting from behind, they've... And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Walter. He's out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Dick in at the three, small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Maxey, that's good.
In the first half, they shot a little over 30% from the field. But since the break, they've really managed to improve in that area.
Here's Mobo. Drummond defending. Battle. No good with the triple.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Edgecombe. Back to George. With the fadeaway. Goes back up. Back to Drummond with 1 on the clock. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 4 assists now tonight.
Andre Drummond understands if I can get to the offensive window, I can put points on the board. Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Now here's George. Tight defense on him. And the jam by Drummond.
Boy, power play by Andre Drummond. He has made a career out of stress testing the rims.
Here's Walter. And there's Toronto with another bucket. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's George on the wing. To the middle. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Quickly's got space. And the Raptors getting another bucket right there.
Well, this is Quickly in a nutshell. This guy can light up a defense in a hurry.
Maxey passes to George. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Pass to Drummond. Quickly outside. Unloads from 13. The rebound by Maxey.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
And George with the jam.
Paul George's ability to put the ball on the floor and drive it balances out his shooting. So important to have both.
Here's Walter. Takes the three. He can't get it to go.
If they just continue to dominate the boards.
Up top, George. The kick out to Maxey. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got his 6th assist of the night. Here's Mobo, and down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
George passes to Drummond. And now the Raptors on the break. Here's Mobo. That's short off the rim.
You'd like to see more effective ball movement there.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
Here's Walter. And Grimes pulls it down. Grimes has got 6 rebounds in the game. George drives in from 12 feet. Edgecombe, no good. Raptors trail by 9. Walter, good.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Some changes for Toronto. Jackson Davis is checked in for Mobo. Ingram comes in for Battle. Shed comes in for Walter. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. And they told the team, let's keep doing what we're doing. We're up. Do not forget that. They told their team to just relax, to have fun, and to finish this one out. We'll see if they do, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
And he's easily led the way on the boards tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else out there.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Ingram, and he drops in the layup off the glass. 8 points from Brandon Ingram.
Anytime Ingram gets a look that close in, it's a great trip down the floor.
Here's the pick. Pass to Bona. Kicks it to George. To the paint. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Bona's got 20.
And after a terrible first half shooting the ball, they're finally finding their touch.
And the foul called on Paul George. That's his 3rd foul so far.
Substitution for your Raptors.
Outside Ingram. From deep. The offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Martin outside. George outside. To the inside. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That'll be foul number 5 on him.
Oh, my. He really needs to be careful now. That was his 5th foul of the night.
Dick, he's checked in for Toronto. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Toronto passing it around. Ingram. Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Boy, this guy has not had a great night, and it really has weighed the entire team down.
The kick out to Edwards. From outside, off the mark.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
The shot by Ingram, no good.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
And it's Bona missing.
Oh, he missed the chippy. What are the odds? That's so frustrating.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Quickly's got 17 now, just in the second half. Philadelphia leading by 6. George passes to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Terrific find there, and he notches the triple-double. He's just been everywhere tonight.
Here's Mamukelashvili. Oh, he dropped it straight in.
Boy, you love that play by Quickly. This guy can score or make plays for teammates.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. And a new group getting ready for the Sixers. Barlow's checked in for Bona. Walker comes in for Paul George. Beauchamp, he's checked in for Martin. And it's Lowry in for Tyrese Maxey. Here's Barlow. Shot clock at 5. Oh, it misses. Raptors trail by 6. Outside Dick. Quickly outside. Now Ingram. And he gets it to go from the low block.
And this guy is just a gamer. Ingram doesn't feel pressure. He embraces the moment, taking and making important shots.
Quickly drives in.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Edwards. First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for
First free throw is good. And that narrows the lead down to just 3.
The thing about this guy is early in his career, Quickly finished second in 6th Man of the Year voting. He's also proven he can be a capable starter in this league. That's big-time value.
Looking at who's out there now for Philadelphia. Drummond's checked in for Barlow. Grimes comes in for Edwards. And it's Edgecombe in for Lowry. Cash from downtown!
Developing a more compact motion on his shot has improved Ingram's consistency from range.
He gets the first, and that gives him a lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Some big-time stuff at the line. But, hey, listen, this is what we have come to expect from him.
Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been brutal this half.
Oh, the shot is off. And so it's Ingram with it. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. 59 seconds left in the final quarter.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Here's Edgecombe. He's off from 3.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
And if you can't force the turnover on that play, then that's not a bad foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And the 76ers with some changes. Barlow comes in for Walker, and it's Maxey in for Beauchamp.
It should be a 2-point lead, but they'll be satisfied to have edged into the lead.
Outside Dick, now Ingram. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now. With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
And the 76ers making a change here. George is checked in.
And you have to love the intensity from Ingram when they're up against it, always ready to attack. Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Good on the first, and that'll put him up 2. And so he drops them both, and it's a 3-point game.
What composure at the line, forcing your opponent to look for the three-pointer now.
Quickly! Can't get the 3, and they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul. He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good, and it's a 5-point game.
That shuts down any idea of a comeback. That is big time under pressure.
Shoots! Buries it!
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
So a close game sees Philadelphia taking this one. And this was an emotional win for them. No doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in